Welcome back to Crypto Gems. Today we're going to go over the EDAC token. We're going to go over their white paper, several features of their white paper. We'll check out their Telegram and their Twitter group as well. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. Let's dive in. Okay, so this is the EDAC website. So you can see tokenized mining power, an auto-compounding deflationary generative token. They've got their white paper here and listed on CoinMarketCap. We've got other social links right here. They're on CoinMarketCap, Crypto.com, and CoinGecko. EDAC coin, what is EDAC? EDAC is the tokenization of mining power. Token holders can contribute to the process of securing proof-of-work blockchain networks while benefiting from the block rewards directly with EDAC. The token is blockchain agnostic, and it gives a little diagram of how it works here. How it works, the process is as follows. EDAC tokens are sold and used to buy hash rate power through rigs. This power generates mining rewards. The net income, around 50% of ETH rewards, is used to buy back EDAC coins, which will immediately be burnt. This constant demand and a decreasing supply should impulse EDAC price to new all-time highs. When a new all-time high is reached, not before, up to a 0.5% token supply can be sold to buy new mining capacity, conforming a virtuous circle of returns. And here are the advantages. Constant demand. EDAC token periodically generates its own market demands thanks to rewards from mining activity and integrates on automatic burning mechanism, which reduces the circulating supply. The decreasing supply together with a constant demand, which comes directly from the rewards of the mining activity, will lead an upward trend on its price. Bitcoin redistribution. 1% of trading volume will be redistributed among holders automatically with the transaction fee. Here's a brief description of the roadmap. We're going to take a look at the roadmap in the white paper. And here's a brief breakdown of their team. Alex Serbanoi is the founder. Joseph Gatnow, technical and financial advisor. Rafa Mireles, brand and creative director. Alex Apavole, social media manager. Jordan Falcone, PR and marketing manager. Raul Batasan, mining technician. Colin Sabao, logistic and purchasing manager. Ionic Paduraru, electric technician. Dennis Chirita, headhunter and recruiter. Lulian Komanak, events manager and video creator. And Kostin Roman, mining operations assistant. You can see the EDAC in the news. They were on Yahoo Finance recently, as well as Block Insider. And so now let's jump in, take a look at their white paper. So what is EDAC coin? The first coin that periodically generates its own demand and integrates an automatic burning mechanism which reduces the circulating supply thanks to the process of securing proof-of-work blockchain networks, Bitcoin and Ethereum. This decreasing supply together with a constant demand which comes directly from the rewards of the mining activity will lead an upward trend on its price unless tokens conforming the liquidity pools do not see a sharp decrease in its price. So how does it work? EDAC Foundation has agreements with mining companies, third parties around the world by which it locks certain proof-of-work mining power. Proof-of-work, the original used by Bitcoin and Ethereum. This mining equipment, rigs RTX 3080, is leased for 4 years, the maximum useful life. And during this period, a percentage of the rewards, currently at 50%, will go directly to repurchase EDAC tokens and then will be burned. The other 50% will be used to pay energy costs, rentals, personnel, and corporation taxes, depending on the place where the mining activity takes place. All the leased power, the contracted companies, the cost of acquisition and returns, mining rewards, will be public and transparent in different documents that will be regularly updated at GitHub. We are focusing on transparency, starting with the wallets where the mining rewards are being received. These are public wallets, addresses, compatible with Ethereum, which allocates 50% of what is produced to buy EDAC coins in open market, boosting the price of the coin and burning it later, reducing supply. The purchase and burning process will be done from the same wallet addresses where the ETH mining rewards will be received so that everything is clear and transparent. So why proof of work and why Ethereum? Our commitment is to support proof-of-work blockchains as the original technology, but especially because it represents the maximum decentralization and a kind of operation without authorities or trust. But we are philosophically blockchain agnostic and neutral among proof-of-work based cryptocurrencies. If we initially mine ethers, it is because we currently estimate that it is more profitable than mining Bitcoin. It currently represents a higher return on investment. But if in the near future it stops being the most profitable action, or because it eventually abandons proof-of-work technology, we will focus on other blockchains, or even we will promote our own proof-of-work blockchain if there are no attractive alternatives. However, we hope that there will always be some good options. How much mining power will there be, and how many tokens will be bought back and burned? Currently, we have an agreement signed with a company that has an available capacity of 10 gigahash per second. 10 gigahash per second generates about 5 Ethereum per month. The reward is variable depending on the state of Ethereum network, which is equivalent to about $20,000 a month at the end of 2021 prices. Of those 20,000, 10,000 EDAC coins will be repurchased automatically in the open market against the pool, and they will be burned immediately. The rest will be used to pay electricity, personnel, rents, and taxes, such as corporate tax in the country that develops the mining activity, or VAT if applicable. 10 gigahash per second is the initial mining power currently available immediately, but the idea is to keep growing the power. For this purpose, 60% of all tokens are reserved, but only if the new all-time high are reached at the price of the token. These tokens from the reserve can be sold, max 0.05% or 0.5%, each time a new all-time high is reached, and 100% of the funds raised will be used to buy more mining power, gradually increasing the hash rate. Higher constant rewards and higher systematic demands of tokens that will be burned back will impulse the token price upwards. So this tokenomics guarantees a consistent demand and a sustainable project, which results in economic returns and sustained growth of the coin in the long term. Apart from this exogenous profitability of the currency, the main vector, it can be added the endogenous profitability of the token thanks to a smart contract. The smart contract automatically redistributes 1% of all transactions in Bitcoins, wrapped Bitcoins in Ethereum blockchain, to holders who have at least 100 tokens, and another 1% is added to the liquidity of the pool so that the long-term holders will receive an additional return just for holding long-term. How much will the coin and project be worth? The value of the project will depend on supply and demand. In the first phase, the ICO, the certain amount of funds will be collected through a fair launch. It will depend on the demand during the ICO that will determine the power that will initially be provided to the project for the automatic repurchase of tokens. The current agreement guarantees an immediate available mining power of 10 gigahash per second. In the ICO, 10% of the token max supply will be offered, 6% for sale, plus 4% locked in liquidity providing forever. 60% of raised funds will be automatically locked in the liquidity pool, and the 40% of the raised funds will be used to acquire mining power. Specifically, for every $50 raised in the ICO, 1 gigahash will be leased for 4 years. 50% of all ETH rewards achieved with this mining power will be used directly to buy back tokens, and the other 50% will be used to cover miscellaneous expenses. From another point of view, the operation can be synthesized as EDAC Foundation acquiring all of the rewards obtained by a certain mining power during 4 years at $100 per gigahash of power, net of expenses. For instance, if $200 or equivalent in ETH, BNB, etc. are achieved during the ICO, 120 will be locked in the liquidity pool, and 80 will be used to achieve mining power at $50 per gigahash before expenses, or 100 after expenses, free of expenses. Therefore, raising $80 would allow the purchase 0.8 gigahashes after the expenses or free of expenses. This means that 100% ETH rewards coming from this 0.8 gigahashes will be used to purchase EDAC tokens openly in the market. In subsequent phases, new mining power will be acquired as the price of the coin continues to rise and as long as the profitability of the mining activity remains attractive, and a higher return would be expected for long-term holders. Every time the token price reaches a new all-time high, up to 0.5% of the token supply can be sold. And here is their updated roadmap. You can see in January they want to do foundation constitution, their white paper, EDAC token issuance, web creation, social media profiles, registration, Telegram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Medium, and GitHub, token distribution, multi-sign sand vesting preparation, tests, audit, and know your customer. In February, they wanted to accomplish a white paper V2, a fair launch ICO, liquidity lock, and contracts with mining providers. In March, they want to tackle reward wallet linked to buyback smart contracts, start mining operations, beginning of buyback operations to the market, immediate token burning, be listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, creation of proprietary application for tracking the mining process, iOS and Android. In April, they want to do marketing campaigns and acquisition of new mining power. In May, they want to establish more partnerships and venture capital relationships. In July, they want Congress, convention about proof of work in Barcelona. And in December, they want to be listed on Gate.io, KuCoin, Huobi, OKX, and HitBTC. In January of 2023, they have a DAO constitution. In February of 2023, voting about migration of mining power. And in March, migration to new proof of work chains in 2023. In April, they want to do staking and yield farming. In May, they want to do green energy certificate, carbon neutral at least. In July, they go back to Congress, convention about proof of work in Dubai during the summit. And in December of 2023, they want to be listed on crypto.com, Binance, and Coinbase. In 2024, they want a migration of the operations to the most energetically efficient and sustainable country. In 2025, they want a beginning of Bitcoin mining. They start the Bitcoin mining process. And in 2026, they want new blockchain development. And here you can see their gigahash per second. Currently, the real-time hash rate is 6.74 gigahashes per second. The reported hash rate is 6.87 gigahash rates per second. The average hash rate is 6.59 gigahash per second. And the reported hash rate is 6.82 gigahash per second. 131,524 valid shares over 24 hours. 1,358 stale shares, and 261 invalid shares. They've got 14 workers count, 14 active workers, and inactive workers as well. And you can see some graphs of the hash rates, the shares, and the workers here as well. And currently you can see on Ethereum, it's about 0.09248 ETH expected earnings per day, 0.64733 expected earnings per week. They're about 70% done with this block, and they have about 0.07007 ETH unpaid, and total paid, they've got 0.10663 ETH. If you'd like to invest in the EDAC token, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down in the description. So let's take a look at some of their tokenomics. So this is their token distribution. The issuer, EDAC Foundation, commits to issue no more than 170 million EDAC tokens, whose prior distribution will be configured as follows, remaining subject to future changes. They're going to have 50% to technology partners, which means new mining power. They've got 6.3 to the ICO fair launch, 3.7 for liquidity pool locked from fair launch, 10% to private investors and exchanges, 5% to platform reserve, farming, and liquidity incentives for exchanges, 10% foundation, 8% for the team, and 7% for advisors. So they have a private offering and public offering. The content of this document describes the conditions of the sale of EDAC tokens, which will be carried out in 2 phases. The private offering. Of the total 170 million EDAC tokens to be issued by EDAC Foundation reserves the right to sell of up to 10% of tokens privately during the private subscription period from February 28th to March 8th. The 100% of this eventual sale will be used to buy mining power. The public offering. Upon completion of the private offering, the issuer will offer up to 10% of the total tokens to be generated by the issuer in a public offer through the website. And you can see here that this is the EDAC fair launch, and they've had the total supply of 170 million EDAC tokens for presale, 10,493,828. And tokens for liquidity, 6,296,296. And in their fair launch, their soft cap was 100 BNB, and they collected 779 BNB. And you can see all of the metrics here. They've also got the token metrics on here as well as the addresses. You can see that they're actually locked. 7,500,000 is locked until 2023, and 15 million is locked until 2024. The public sale, there is no lockup period, no vesting. The purchase limits are none, public sale is none, and the maximum percent of total issuance is 10%. Maximum number of tokens to be issued is 17 million for the public sale. So let's check out their Telegram and Twitter. So their Telegram group has 4,742 members and 294 that are online now. And you can see there's lots of activity going on here. People posting, people updating charts. It's a very active community. And their Twitter page actually has 11,900 followers as well. They've got their website here. They've got great marketing, it looks like, good branding as well, and some pretty good engagement here also. They did a EDAC presentation in Madrid recently on February 26th, and looks like there was a lot of people in attendance there. They've got a lot of engagement as well. So that is the EDAC token. We went over their white paper, we went over their Twitter, their main website, we showed you their team, we also showed you their Twitter. Again, if you'd like to invest in this project, I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description below. So thank you again for watching this video. If you found it helpful, make sure to give us a like. Make sure to add any comments with questions that I may not have covered, and subscribe to our Crypto Gems channel so you can get other great content like this that will help you out in your cryptocurrency journey. That's all for now. Thank you for being here.